Okay, chums, I have arrived in a new system inside of the NMSA hub. Now this actual planet here, if I go to the galactic map, the NMSA hub is the whole of the 905 range. So I've gone right at the start of the actual 905 hub. So you can see there's 905.141. So I'm going to start my search for a Diplo around this area of space. So it's not near to where all the actual bases are. This is on the fringe of the hub. So yeah, I've got a fair few planets to start with, and there's some lovely marbles amongst these, chums. So yeah, I need to find a decent name for this actual system. That's a fungal planet. You're having a frickin' laugh. That's not a fungal planet. Okay, that must be one of those capped planets. It hasn't got enough on there. This is intriguing. This is intriguing. Well, let's go to the station first. Before I actually set out amongst the stars, I usually check the actual station, because one, it creates a save point, and two, it's going to create a place inside of my warp list for the portal, so I can get back here should anything inconvenient happen. So we go, jumping in here. So that will set a marker inside the space station that appear in my teleporter list that I've been here. So yeah, at the moment this is Termius, which is quite a cool name anyway. So let's just jump out of there, and let's jump up here. Now what I tend to do is look at the multi-tool in the cabinet to see if it's any good, because if it's like an exotic one, oh my freaking days, that is big. Heck yes, that's a big horse tool, that one. B class. It's not exactly great, but it does look the business, doesn't it? Yeah, okay. Right, so if that was an exotic, I might even name the system after the multi-tool. Okay, well let's head on out and we'll go to the first planet. I want to have a look at that shroomed planet. Sometimes I leave the best till last, but it's hard to tell what that planet is. I think it's one of those exotic ones, but seeing it as a bright pink has really that's just sort of unnerved me slightly. I don't think I've ever seen a bright pink one before. We're going there. We're going to go check that out, because that's unusual. I'm wondering whether it's got something to do with the sun. We'll see if it changes colour on the way there. But heck yes, I'm going to land on this and check this out, because that's unusual. Unusual atmosphere on this fungal world, and it's still staying frickin' pink. Nothing's changed with the actual HUD of my ship or anything like that, so I don't think it's like a retracted coloured planet. There's no water on this planet. Yes, it's one of the shroomed planets, but it's got a lovely red grass. This is interesting, intriguing. I know I'm not going to find Diplos here, chums, but I might just set it down anyway so I can name this beautiful place. So let's pop this over here. Wow, at least we can add this nice capped planet to the discoveries inside of the NMSA hub group, which is lovely, isn't it? That's really cool. So yeah, I'd get a photograph of this planet in a bit, but let's see if we can find the wildlife upon this planet. There you go. I'm used to seeing it in a nice green colour like it is in the visor right now, but it's nice to have one of red, isn't it? So yeah, I'm going to look for a creature on this planet so I can at least name the creature, because there is only one fauna type on these planets, sadly, chums. Yeah. So let's head on over here. Let's see if we can spot said fauna. And yeah, I'm going to be naming this planet rare. There we go. There's the fauna type just there. Let's see if we can name that fauna. Kapow! There we are. Awesome. So there's only one creature on these sort of planets, chums, which is a bit of a shame. I think they're missing a trick there. Okay, so I'm going to name this and take a picture of it. And okay, there we go. I've actually discovered this one planet in the system so far. And I've called it NMSA Capped Red, because it's a capped red planet, and the fauna, there's only one to be discovered here. Can I upload all of that? Upload all fauna, 50 nanites, thank you very much. And because when you select it, it doesn't actually give you a model, I've called it Mr. Invisible. And the funny thing here is, it says that it follows other creatures on this planet. There are no other freaking creatures on this planet. That makes no sense at all. The no stomach bit, considering I can't see its legs, head, nothing, makes complete sense though. So some of the law's correct and some of it isn't, but that's frickin' broken in my opinion. And you can actually bait it. You can give it sweet compost. Well, that'd be interesting to try and milk an invisible creature. So there we go. That's that creature. That's that planet and creatures mapped. So yeah, now I'm going to try one of these other planets. By the looks of things, this has got 2 moons. So yeah, that's cool. And then there's 2 other planets in this system for me to look for my Diplos. So yeah, we're going to continue the hunt for the Diplos in the hub. Heck yes. It's a bit like they're searching for Michele Nombembe over in the Congo at the moment. Sent multiple expeditions, hasn't been fruitful yet, but hopefully they will find a Diplo in the Congo. That'd be cool. And that's in real life, by the way, chums. Real freaking live. Right, so let's go. Yep, they're doing their Diplo hunt. We'll still see who's fruitful first. The hunt in the Congo or Captain Steve and the NMSA hub people. So yeah, I want to get a photo of this beautiful well just for the actual hub. So I'll be right back with you when we get to the next planet. Okay, so don't go away. I'll see you at the next planet. Bye for now. Goodbye. Chums, I've landed on planet Akon, which is quite a cool name. I quite like that name. If I can't find anything interesting, it'll just become NMSA Akon, I think. I mean, you don't have to name the planets NMSA, but I tend to. But yeah, completely up to you. Oh my days, we have a giant fauna here, which is a bit of a brute. Let's have a quick look at him. Okay, so now I've scanned him. He will appear on my discoveries page. And he is quite big. It's a shame you can't zoom in and out. I don't know whether you can on other platforms, but you definitely can't on PlayStation 4. I'm liking the 3 ridges on his back. Now that's quite impressive, and that one actually goes down its front leg as well. How cool is that? I don't think I've seen that makeup on a creature before. It's a shame its tiny head is so freaking tiny. But that is a beast and a half. Wow. Okay, long-lived. This is pretty cool. Gentle, rich lives, complex society hierarchy, allowing them to develop wisdom that rivals technology. Advanced species, nice. They delve underground in search of food and show a particular fondness for the cave marrow. Okay, laden with nectar. Interesting creature. So what do I call him? Okay, well let's come up with a name. I'm going to call him Nectar Digger. Why not? I mean, it ties in with its lore, you know. Nectar. There we go. Digger. Sweet. I mean, they forage underground and they're covered in nectar, so why not? There we are. Nectar Digger. Lovely. And yeah, I guess I'm going to have to name this planet at some stage, but let's see what else we can find on here that's of interest or aught. Okay. So we've got that one creature netted. Any other creatures? Scandally. Scan. There's another one over there, another megafauna, same as that creature. So yeah, there seems to be quite a few of these megafaunas that frequent this world. But yeah, it's also got storms, which are not exactly great. There's no point in me locking onto knowledge stones. I've actually learnt all the words, all the lingo of all the different races now. Oh, we've got another fauna down here. What have we got? What have we had? Let's be had in him. Where are you? Yeah, be got into my frickin' discoveries page, you. What the fudge is that? Okay, let's have a quick look at what we've just found. It looks like an anteater has made love with some sort of zebra. Okay, so encountered on planet Akon, where they thrive in chokingly toxic atmosphere. They seem aware of the constant danger in which they live. Always scanning the horizon for new threats, they delve underground in search of food and show no particular fondness to the caveman at Marrow. Okay, and they can change frickin' colour. It'd be nice if they actually did these. If those behaviours that were listed there actually took place, that'd be frickin' ace. Okay, and I've named this discovery. This discovery is called Chameleonic Ant Face. For obvious frickin' reasons. Well, Anteater Face, really, I should have called it. But you get the eye frickin' dear, don't you? There we go. So that's my second discovery. There's only 8 faunas to be found on this world, and I've got a feeling Diplos won't be one of them, because you usually only get 1 or 2 megafaunas on a planet, and if there was a Diplo one, I think I would have seen it meandering over a hill rather than seeing one of those shrunken head dudes. Right, so I can carry on looking anyway. We may as well catalogue as many creatures as we can before we move on. So I'll see you when I find my next frickin' creature. See you in a bit. Okay, chums, so this bird is frickin' awesome, recorded in the poisonous rains of the toxic air of planet Akon. When the light begins to fade and the shadows stretch out across the hills, this soulful and intelligent being takes to the skies to sing their sweet music, tumbling down behind them. Their diet appears highly specific. They nibble on the freshest of new shoots from local plant life, but check this out, spawns in water. There is no water on this planet, so I've called this creature Blanks, because that's all it's going to fire, because at the end of the day, it can't lay any eggs, it can't spawn, because, Yeah, there is no water to do so in. So you may be getting the slight picture here, chums, that some of these creatures, although they're write-up, states that they do one thing. In some cases, it's pretty much impossible for those to do those things on the planet that they're on, which kind of goes against what Hello Games was saying at GDC 2015. They were saying that the creatures would make sense to their environment, so much so that they would even pick up the pigmentation from the actual planet's colours, giving them natural camouflage. But so far, I'm not seeing any of these creatures having any sort of natural camouflage to this sort of planet or this environment. Yes, they've got slight colour pigmentation that seems to be fairly uniform, but those anteater face ones, they were completely different to anything else on the planet. I mean, the birds and maybe the big guys, they kind of worked. What the fudge have we got here? Okay, well, there's two different types there. There's that one and there's this one that looks like it's got a suck puppet for a head. Oh my days. Okay, well, let's go into old camera mode. Let's have a look at them two. Well, aren't you a gnarly pair? Oh my days. You're not going to win a beauty competition anytime soon. Heck no. But then look at these. They've got the same sort of zebra legs as the other fauna on this planet. So you know what? Maybe they do make a bit more sense. Maybe they do. Okay, well, that's probably going to be my thumbnail for this one. Or should I get them face on? But then again, I like to have things over to the right hand side so I can put my text. You know what? I'll just get this guy. This guy, I mean, look at that gnarly head. He's got freaking antennae. He's almost got a flower-like face. What the fudge? Just what the heck is going on across this creature that I've aptly called Crazy Heads, because it's got a crazy freaking head. But look, it's got the three different plates, just like the other creature has. It's got the legs of the other creature that looks like it's got zebra-type markings. That one got very similar sort of leg markings as that. It's got the dorsal plates from this. So you know what? That is quite in keeping with the other creatures on this planet. It has the same sort of scaly look. It has these three plates. And yeah, it's got similarities, I must say. Yeah, so there we go. This creature gets frequently lost. I've called him Crazy Heads because there is another version of this creature on this planet, chums. I don't know whether he's still about because it's just hit night time. But he had like a really strange head. They were right next to me. There you go, look at that one. Look at him. Frickin' heck. Look at that. I think you saw it anyway because I was taking a picture. Yep, so there we go. I found 4 of the 8 creatures. No Diplos on this planet. I think it's time for me to move on, because if there was a Diplo, I think I would have come across it by now. So we'll move on to the next planet. So there we go. So that's all I'm doing, and I have to come up with a name for this planet, so I probably would do that once I get inside my ship. And yeah, there we go. Let's jump on in. Okay, well, I've called this planet NMSA Dang Odd Fungal Fauna, because I couldn't think of anything else, basically. Right, so let's take one off. We've got 2 moons to go to, and also an unknown planet. This one looks like the only one that has water in this system. That one might have, it's hard to say. We'll take off. We'll probably go to the planet before the moons, but then, yeah. Oh, actually, I can see both the moons right now. You know what? We're going to pay one a visit. So let's have a quick look. Which one shall we go for? If one of them's got water, I'm going to that one first. Okay, so let's try this. Okay, scan moon. What are you? Salvageable scrap. It's a cactus planet. Nice. Okay. Okay. Cactus is good. Cactus is good. What about you? What are you? That one. Oh, it's a dead moon. Okay, well that's not going to have any fauna. So the chances of Diplo there are freaking nil. Right, so we're going there then. Let's go. That made the choice easy. I've landed on the other planet, and we've landed in a massive storm. This one seems to have a megafauna as well. But this megafauna is plant-based and seems to be a bouncy dude. Oh my days. Look at the size of him. He's like a giant frickin' pineapple. Hello, pineapple man. How are you? Right. I have no idea what I'm going to name that, but yeah. Okay, so let's carry on looking. Let's see if the rest of the creatures on this planet are bouncy individuals. No, we have some bipedal. Well, not bipedals. We've got some 4-legged chaps. So there we go. Let's look at you. Okay, nice. Okay, so little rat-type creatures. I see these on a lot of planets, these rat-type looking creatures with the weird bulbous back sides. They look like they've been made by Renault. That's, you know, remember they made the McGann. In fact, I'll probably call that the McGann creature, you know. That's kind of what we should just coin those things, because they're freaking everywhere. Yep. Oh, we've got some airborne fauna as well. Let's give those a scan. Normally, if you find that there's one bouncy creature on a planet, you usually find that a lot of the creatures on the planet are by and large bouncing creatures. And yeah, I've never come across bouncing creatures sharing the same habitat as a Diplo. Just as a word of note. Yeah, but let's have a quick look. Let's have a quick look around. I could be wrong. We could be proven wrong. There might not be other bouncy creatures on this planet, but yeah, there's something. Is that moving up and down? It's not, so it's not bouncing, I don't think. Let's just clear this. Let's have a quick look. Well, what do we have here? Oh, it's another chunky-ended rear creature that's got a bit of a sail on its back. Yep. Hello there, chum. And I like your stripe. Your stripe's pretty cool. Okay, and what I've already got those ones. Let's see if we can find any other creatures. I'll scan all the creatures on this planet first. I think I've got 4 so far. But no, we are not seeing any Diplo type creatures, and the megafauna here does seem to be the bouncy variety. And the other creatures have been 4-legged, but nothing to write home about, to be honest, chums. Nothing that I haven't seen before on this planet. This yeah, hasn't really been a massively awesome planet so far. I mean, I do like the dust particles and the effects, but yeah, nothing overly interesting here, to be fair, chums. Okay, alright, fair enough. Okay, chums, so I've come across a fair few creatures on this planet, 4 to be precise. I called this one Flutehead, mainly because his skull is full of holes, so as the wind blows, he plays a tune. So there we go. He was the one with a lovely stripe down his back that you saw me scan earlier. There you go. Looks like he's been painted as they were doing road markings. And then we've also got Light Metal. Reason being that I called him Light Metal is he has metal bones, yet he can fly. So it's got to be light metal, hasn't it? There we go. And I also scanned this guy, but he doesn't like being scanned, so I called him Shy Guy. Heck yes. Yeah, pretty cool. He almost looks like a Gek dog, doesn't he? You know, that's what a Gek dog should look like with that beak. And then I've got this one, Rusted Nutsack. Mainly because they like eating rotted nuts. But yeah, it does look like a rotted nutsack, doesn't it? It's frickin' hideous. So there we go. We've got those creatures. Heck yes, David Attenborough, eat your heart out. So I might go land on that planet just so I can name it. But I called this planet, this one here that I'm on now, NMSA Emerald Scrap, mainly because it's got scrap on there and also activated Emerald. So yeah, I like to make planets that do make sense every now and again when I name them. That one makes sense, that one makes sense, and I guess that one does to a degree, to be fair. And I didn't get pestered by Sentinels when I was on that one, even though it says it has high Sentinel activity. There wasn't. So, who knows? So I need to go to that one, need to go to the moon, and then we'll be ending off. Down on the planet, the last one that may have life on it. And yeah, okay, so here we are. And it's another desert planet that's fairly similar to the last planet I was just on. In fact, it's very, very easy to think that you're on the same world. Okay, so let's get these scanned. Let's scan you. Get into my lexicon of creatures. Right, so I'm going to scan a few creatures. Oh, what the heck? What the heck is that? Oh, it's a light bulb cat thing with a weird head. That has definitely got a weird head. In fact, let's go into camera mode. Let's just see how weird a head that is. Okay, it's not as weird as I thought. I had a history teacher that looked fairly similar to that when I was in upper school. Yep, there we go. Awesome. Okay, and again, it's got the fat backside and the strange little waddle to it. It's a Magan creature again, yet again, chums. So let's have a look around. Let's see if we can find any other creatures. So I found 2. I've reconvened with you if I find anything interesting that I wish to share. But hopefully we're going to find a megafauna on this planet. Okay, chums, what creatures does this lovely planet have? Right, so let's go into here. Right, so the first creature is called Glowblood. Now, I've called him Glowblood because he has bioluminescent blood. Yeah. You see how in-depth I go with these frickin' names sometimes, chums. I just went with what came to head first of all there, to be honest. Now, this guy's got 6 stomachs, so yeah, greedy guts. Why the heck not? And this is a green frickin' tiger. I didn't even bother reading this. I've just finished watching, Tiger King, and I figured, well, I call this one Joe Exotic. Why the heck not? This one, it says that it's beloved by the Gek, so I've called it Nip Nip, because that's something else they love as well, so why not name it after something they love? And this guy, he cannot drown, so I've called him Pugwash, even though he looks like my old history teacher. But calling him Miss Rutter doesn't quite cut it, does it? He's got a pug-type face, and yeah, Pugwash was also a sailor, so there we are, Pugwash. And then I've got this guy here, who is scared of mirrors, and I can see frickin' why, I would be too. But there we go, scared of mirrors, so I call him Reflection Hater. So that's pretty much the creatures of this planet. Now this planet itself, this planet over here, let's have a quick look at it. Mecha Bahaka Onamat. Well, it's got nothing really notable to really name it after, and its creatures aren't all that great either. But what I did find is it had lots of underwater cave systems that were really quite cool. So yeah, I'm probably going to call it Underwater Caves or something. So here we go, let's rename that. Awesome. This planet NMSA River Caves, because that's pretty much what they were. They're freaking awesome cave systems and river systems on this planet. Really, really nice. So there we go. So that's pretty much that, because the other planet that I've got to visit in this system is a dead one. So yeah, I guess I can name this system. But what to name the whole system? That's a difficult one, because the multi-tool was terrible. There were no Diplos here. And there was nothing else here really that that I should name the system after. So you know what? I'm going to keep this one fairly simple. I'm just going to put NMSA, and then I'm going to call it what it was already called. Tay-Tutan. Tay-Tutan. There we go. So there we are. If I can't come up with a name, I just leave it what it was, but just put NMSA in front. So there we go, chums. I'm just going to go name this planet, so at least every planet in this system is discovered by moi. But that's that. That's that for this episode, chums. So I'm going to be doing a lot of these episodes where I go around each system, finding all the creatures and naming them, and I'd share the coordinates with them. I mean, you've seen me go into photo mode a few times, but there's the coordinates in the bottom left-hand corner. If you do want to pay this system a visit for any sort of reason, if you want to come see some of these creatures or finish off the discoveries pages, you're more than welcome to. So there we go, chums. So I'm going to be ending off. You guys have been freaking awesome. I hope you liked this episode of Captain Steve trying to discover a Diplo in the NMSA hub. Goodbye. Till next time. Goodbye. If you're interested what I called the actual dead moon, I called it NMSA Salty Sentinel Grav Balls, mainly because this planet has got very aggressive sentinels on, and it's covered with gravitino balls. I don't know whether you can see any from the sky. There's some gravitino balls right there. And the sentinels are freaking ballistic on this planet. They swarm on you, chums. Yeah, probably not the best place to visit. Okay, so yep, now it's really goodbye time. Goodbye all, goodbye. But what a lovely nebula to end off on. Look at the colour of that. It's like flying through soup. Oh great, I'm getting scanned. Shite. Goodbye all, goodbye. And if you want to support the channel, there's multiple ways to do so. One of those ways is Patreon. There's a tier there for pretty much everyone, and these lucky chappies are all getting ship models. Thanking you, lucky chappies, and here are all my other supporters on Patreon. Thanking you, chums! Thanking you. And I have YouTube membership, and you can get sweet emojis to use in my live chats or a Christmas box, and there's other people getting a Christmas box. Hop on over and take a look at those tiers. And I also have merch. Go grab yourself a fine and dandy mug or a t-shirt or a pair of socks. Hit a like, a subscribe, or clicking one of these links on this would also help my channel, or just don't skip my adverts. That throws revenue down my avenue. Thank you for watching.